Porta Nomentana, one of the minor Mura Aurelianae, or Aurelian Wall, gates. Porta Nomentana was originally constructed as a single arch entrance. The porta was flanked by two semicircular towers, one of which was converted to a tomb for a man by the name of Quintus Aterius. Quintus was said to have been a man made rotten by flattery, but history had the last laugh. The gate is now incorporated into the wall of the British Embassy. His dead ears will never hear flattery again.
Ma cosa? What got into him? Please. I am sure that you're right.
Well now.
Arco di Constantino. It's widely accepted that Emperor Constantine I had an insatiable thirst for gloating, so when he defeated Emperor Maxentius and took the throne in 312, no one was surprised when he built this arch to commemorate his victory. Most of the artwork on the arch was plundered from existing monuments and modified to alter its meaning. Some historians contend that the artisans of the 4th century simply didn't have the talent to create such ornate pieces and only completed the arch by recycling old masterworks from ruins around the city. A preposterous claim, as the Romans never copied anything. See what I did there? Sarcasm. Colle Palatino, I think. Of the 7 hills in Rome, the Colle Palatino is the centermost in reference to the city. One of the oldest sectors of Rome, it looks down upon both the Roman Forum and the Circo Massimo. According to some of my favorite Roman mythology, the hill was the location of the cave known as Lupercal, where Romulus and Remus were found and kept alive by the she-wolf, which, not so coincidentally, is the name we gave to my ex in the Hastings household. Don't ask. Basilica Julia? Initially dedicated by Julius Caesar in 46 BCE, the basilica's construction was funded by the spoils of the Gallic War. Completed some years later by Augustus, he named the building after his father. It was used mostly as a court of civil law as well as for sessions of the centumviri, who presided over matters of inheritance.
You will stop. Haven't I known?
On his tail! Well,
I have had
work was
enough
boring
of
and
these Borgia
deflating.
masters.
Familia. Nice, assassino. Put it down, yes? Come, friends! I've fresh caught leeches today. May wellness remain your companion, friend.
Don't neglect your health! So long for now, then return if you feel like you're dying.
Ponte Emilio, a single arch mid-river, is all that now remains of the oldest Roman bridge in the city. It remained functional until 1598 when a flood swept away the eastern arch and city officials deemed it too expensive to fix, as all money was heading into Pope Clement VIII's execution fund.
Hey, what are you on about?
Ben trovato, Nicolò. Ah, Ser Ezio. A pleasure. Fabio Orsini, at your service. I've heard a great deal about you from my cousin, Bartolomeo d'Alviano.
A fine warrior.
Fabio has lent us an unused storeroom on Isola Tiberina.
I know you were used to better accommodations in Toscana.
It is perfect.
Bene. Then I am off to begin preparations for Romagna. Today, Cesare commands my men, but soon I hope we will be free.
Now I propose we begin planning our assault on the Borgia.
Oh, you think we are ready for such an attack?
Si.
Do you know, for instance, where the Borgia troops took Caterina Sforza?
What?
Are you also unaware that the Borgia have captured the Apple of Eden?
How could we have lost the apple?
So, you do not know what goes on with our enemies. Do we at least have an underground here to work with?
Hardly. Our mercenaries are ensnared in a losing battle with Cesare's French allies. We have girls working for us in a brothel, frequented by cardinals and other important Romans. But the madam there is lazy, and would rather attend parties than further our cause.
What about the city's thieves? Do they have a guild?
Si, but they refuse to talk to us. I don't know why. What are you going to do?
Make some friends.
Vi prego, una fortuna.
Fabio Orsini, date of birth 1476 or 1477, profession condottiero. A condottiero from the fierce Orsini family, Fabio was already fighting by the age of 18, entering Montepulciano to help the Sienese. In 1498, he partnered with Bartolomeo da Avanio against the Savelli, a rival family, and joined the dark side, marrying Geronima Borgia, a cousin of Lucrezia. At first, Fabio seems to help his new in-laws, but then in 1499, while Cesare is in Romagna, he frees a friend imprisoned in the Tor de Nonna, suggesting his alliance to the Borgia may have been wavering. Once his father Paolo was killed by Cesare, he fled for prudence, then attacked Micheletto's army and lost, becoming an outlaw raiding the countryside. His notoriety put him on a list of bandits published by the Pope. He continued to wage war for the rest of his short life, dying of a head wound after the Battle of Garigliano in 1504.
Avete qualche spiccio? They want to appoint me.
You guys for diet, easy.
Ponte Cestio or Cestio? Probably Cestio. Exactly who built this particular bridge is unknown, but we do know it was the first to connect the right bank of the Tevere to Isola Tiberina. In ancient times, the river had great religious significance, and it was considered a breach of divine law to build a bridge across it. The only person who could approve such a project was the high priest or pontifex, which literally translate to bridge builder. How bridge builders eventually acquired the power to divide up the New World is another story.
The citizens. The new rates for indulgences have been published on the doors of all basilicas della città. All may consult them freely. The new commander of the local Painted Forces Reserve Guard wishes to enlist all men capable of bearing arms in a new Rione-wide militia. Sua Santità, in his generosity, wisdom, and benevolence, is requesting all young Roman women be presented for a special holy blessing upon their
Ponte Sisto. The current incarnation was built by Pope Sixtus IV between 1473 and 1479 as a replacement for its predecessor, Pons Aurelius. What sets this bridge apart from the rest is its central, stylized oculus, which I think looks quite sharp.
Se vuoi andartene...
Ehi, hai un problema? It was nice of the Arcivescovo.
The captain say they were... You told me why there was no good.
Welcome to the Rosa in Fiore, stranger.
Salve. Would you be kind enough to call the owner for me?
Madonna Solari is not in.
Do you know where she is?
Aiuto, aiuto! Madonna Solari!
Oh, Lucia! We thought you were gone for good.
The men took us on a ship, and they released me, but she...
Who took you on a ship?
Slave traders, Messere, near Isola Tiberina. They want coin in exchange for her life.
I will get her back.
Pagami, cancro! Delinquente!
Certainly not the Roman side. Sometimes I think... I think it's at the top.
The bandits.
you here for the whore?
Aiutatemi!
I have your money. Let her go!
No! Take it up with Cesare! Fine, fine! Strike!
No! Don't do it!
Courtesans. Prostitution was one of the most popular occupations for Renaissance women, whose only other options in most cases were staying with their families or living in a convent. Italian society supported prostitution, and many brothels were regulated by the government. At the end of the 15th century, cities started to pass laws against prostitution, forcing courtesans to wear specific outfits and separating them from respected society.
Haven't I?
Faster! Run faster!
There! Get him!
situation.
Mother? Sister?
Ezio. Sir Machiavelli said that you might be here.
What are you doing in Roma? Has Firenze been attacked?
No, or rather, I do not know. We did not go to Firenze.
Why?
Ezio, we want to help.
I was trying to help you by sending you to Firenze.
Where is Madonna Solari?
She's dead.
Merda. What now? Will we have to close?
We cannot close. I need your help.
Messere, without someone who can run things, we're finished.
I'll do it.
You do not belong here, Claudia.
I know how to run a business. I ran on Comerios for years.
This is different.
What alternative do you have, Ezio?
You do this, Claudia, and you are on your own.
I've been on my own for 20 years.
Fine. I intend to repair the brothel. This place is a real mess, and I want your courtesans to find Caterina Sforza.
You can count on us.
Architects. In contrast to the hard geometric brutalism of Florentine architecture, Roman Renaissance architecture represented a true return to classical proportion, with buildings that sported classical columns, structural elements, and decorative forms, but also integrated new ideas from Florence, like the grand palazzo blocks. Although many of the architects in Rome came from up north, they were inspired by the old ruins, creating an interplay with the ancient Roman structures throughout the city. Roman architects saw themselves as fulfilling all of human history, creating the essential expression of human will through the perfect cityscape. Out of this tradition of formalized expression came the great Renaissance architects Bramante and Michelangelo.
That will do quite well, yes? Addio.
Welcome to the Rosa in Fiore. As you can see, the most popular brothel in Roma.
My money went well invested.
Here, I keep a list of the skills taught to my girls.
You're not teaching them much.
Think you could do better?
Nessun problema.
Ezio. The Borgia make it difficult for Claudia's girls. There are several things you could do that would aid them.
I will keep that in mind. Anything else?
No. Ezio,
Did you find Caterina?
we are working on it.
Bene. Come to see me at Isola Tiberina with her location. Buongiorno, Mother.
Ezio, thank you for coming to see me.
What troubles the courtesans?
The old proprietor of this brothel, Madonna Solari, was a cheat and liar. Her ties to the church have been uncovered. Worse, several of those who work for us sleep with the enemy still.
I will find them.
Visit the girls I trust. They will help you. Grazie, Ezio.
Rosa in Fiore. Rebecca C84. A set of the coordinates Sean took from Subject 16 converges on this landmark. Maybe you should check it out. Founded in 1480, the Rosa in Fiore was known for its preferential treatment for members of the Vatican. The higher the rank, the more women allowed in the room at once. Madonna Solari, the first proprietor, developed a close friendship with several cardinals, eventually taking bribes for information about the assassins. Apparently, she outlived her usefulness. Once Claudia took over, members of the clergy came in more often than they ever did before, and Claudia had ways of making them talk. Wait, that went down wrong. I meant to write, she was very persuasive. That's wrong too. She had a way with words. Descriptive words. Oh, forget it.
Looks rather risky.
Hey, Desmond.
Loading. Loading.
Loading.
July 22nd, 1944. Fellows, rulers, welcome. I deliver this speech to you as, several floors below us, a silent revolution begins. Ranny Olds and Henry Ford. As many of you know, these founders gave us the assembly line, the device we have used to control both those indoctrinated into the worship of our money, capitalists and workers, slaves alike. But I dream of a future in which such ugly chains will no longer be necessary. In 1910, our founders designed the plan. It falls to us to see it through. But what of the communists who intend to spread the bread so thin that everyone will starve? It is our duty to neutralize, save them and their followers. We must ensure that they continue to eat, to reproduce, to be productive members of society. That is our burden, to shepherd those beneath us through life, and we must embrace it, even if force is required. They themselves do not. H and S brought on the turmoil and fear necessary. Now we must strike fast, Hitler and Stalin, strike fast to ensure development continues in the proper direction. We will appear to concede ground to the workers. Remember the successful ruse of Rockefeller's dimes, but soon there will be no ground we do not own. In 1937, we founded this company, this enterprise, with a purpose. The time to nurture it to fruition is upon us.
Loading. Loading. Quarantine zone. Quarantine lifted. Loading. Loading.
I don't know if you're looking for something from 16, but last time scanning in eagle vision seemed to help.